Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So we have the EZA for Trunks and Goten here. I think that this is going to be a very, very powerful character. This EZA, Trunks, and Goten. They're going to be available to be used on a lot of teams. I think that they're just generally going to be, again, very good. Now, how ridiculously bustedly crazy they are depends on if we could get like another Kid Trunks or Kid Goten. If we would, they would be really silly. Okay, so the weakness here is artificial life form. Let me just go ahead and swap over. So artificial life form is the weakness, and here is the reductions that they have. So all super class except for STR, and then all extreme is good. So we can only use super STR and then any extreme characters. So let's just quickly take a look what super STR looks like. Oh, it's literally just Gamma 1. I am not going to use Gamma 1. Gamma 1 would be great. I mean, it's just because Gamma 1 actually being around would lower Cell Max's power. That's why I'm not going to do it. But here is what Artificial Life Form looks like. Looks way better now that LR Bio Goatly is here. Obviously, that's very, very good. So we got LR Bio Broly right there. Now, Extreme STR is going to be the go-to. I mean, I think characters like Kid Buu, Fat Buu, right? Like, these characters probably will still work well in this fight, even if they aren't, like, super new. And then, of course, there's staples that people love, like LR Super Buu, right? I mean, Super Baby 2, those types of characters would probably work well. I'm just been rocking this right here. This is just kind of designed to just let Cell Max cook, is basically what I'm doing. The fact that we could, Cell Max is an artificial life form lead. See, like, this is exactly perfect right here. I have Android 13 on the team here, because remember, he supports Android. And he gives Big Bad Bosses to Cell Max. So Cell Max is getting direct support and Big Bad Bosses, which will allow him to potentially just slice through Trunks and Goten really, really fast. And then remember, Cell Max has 1,000,000 attacks he does as well. So Cell could very easily quad super if Trunks and Goten would super first. Although actually, no, right at the start, Cell Max, he could do 5, right? I think he would actually be able to do 5 if he has his intro still up. So using double Cell Max, we would slice through this very fast. Even if you don't have Cell Max yourself, I mean, you can still bring Cell Max just as a friend. So I think, bringing him as a friend is more than enough with how strong he could be. But again, remember that one thing. Let me read verbatim exactly what the line in his passive is. It's if superhero is not, like, if a superhero is on rotation, no, it's he gets the attack buff if there isn't a superhero character on rotation is how it works, right? So it's he gets 250% attack and a 30% chance to crit if there are no superhero category allies attacking in the same turn. That obviously, Gamma 1 is superhero. So the way they did design Cell Max is, to use him not with Gamma 1 and 2 is kind of how he's built. He could be very good for an event like this, right? Because, again, he does get that guaranteed additional super when he receives a super attack. And then obviously he has his built-in additional, and then he's also got another additional from his intro. So he just has numerous ways to get a lot of supers. And then the two 17 and 17, remember, they get an extra additional against superclass enemy. So that's allowing them to go ahead and cook right there. At this point, this character, we are definitely awaiting their EZA. I am really hoping that their EZA could be nice. That's a character, they were way, like, the day they came out, looking at them, it's like, oh, man. Like, it does suck to think about the fact that their transformation condition can't be changed because it's an active skill. So I just have, like, no faith in that character whatsoever, right? I don't know. They'd have to make 17 and 17 really crazy. And, I mean, this character potentially might not EZA for, I don't know, 3 years, 4 years, something like that. Remember, we'll just get Kid Buu there, I guess. Remember that, well, okay, right now it's a pattern. So until they break the pattern, I'm sticking true that it's a pattern they're going to stay with, right? The second that they, you know, things change, things will change, sure. But, oh, by the way, you know, with the inconsistency of some of those later movies and the categories and shit like that, remember that if Trunks and Goten were on Buu Saga, we would have been able to pop Kid Buu's active skill right away if they were on Buu Saga, which they're not. So, right now, they start EZAing characters from a year with the anniversary LRs. So we could use 2021 as a good example, right? No premium character from 2021 got an EZA until AGL UI Goku and in Evolution Blue Vegeta got their EZAs. Once they got their EZA, then it kind of just opened it up for the rest of the year. And we saw that very quickly because it's like, you know, UI Goku and Evolution Blue Vegeta EZA. And then the next celebration was Bardock, who was Saiyan Day 2020. And then the celebration after that was Super Vegeta, who came out, you know, 6 months after UI Goku and Evolution Blue Vegeta. You know, UI Goku, Evolution Blue Vegeta, they were like January 30th of 2021 or something like that. January 29th of 2021. And then Super Vegeta was on like July 30th of 2021. So it's like we, you know, Super 17, they probably aren't going to EZA that STR Super 17 until Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta. And then the GT Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta actually get their EZAs, which would happen in 2026. Right now, we're kind of on, you know, LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and LR God's Watch is what we're on right now. We are really eagerly awaiting to see how crazy those EZAs are going to be. I still think, like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and the Gods, they probably will be better than any character in the game. Maybe the Family Kamehameha character might be better than them, but because that unit, to me, feels comfortably #1. But I don't know, like, they could even be better. It seems crazy to say that, like, you know, these EZAs are going to be better than the entire game currently right now, and it's not even that far away. But, I mean, remember, that would be during the 10th anniversary, where the 10th anniversary LRs would have come out, potentially introducing new mechanics as well. So, all right, there we go. So, like, you know, those would be the best units. And remember, global players, now you guys are going to start to get the anniversary characters at the start of the year. Remember that they are, their anniversary characters are usually killers the entire year. I mean, look at Beast. Beast and Gogeta and Broly are still, like, you know, in my last top 10, Broly and Gogeta weren't in there, which is true. But, well, and of course the Gammas. But they're still, like Broly and Gogeta are still characters I'm running every single day, all the time. And then obviously Beast is still, you know, a top 3 contender. You could argue Beast to #1 overall, I guess. The only thing is, it's just his impact has gone down a little bit. I think global players, you know, feel like Beast is easy still #1 because there's no boss that could do anything to Beast Gohan. But there are 2 bosses that could touch Beast pretty easily in Goku and Frieza and Bulma. So, like, once those come out, I think a lot of players will see that, oh, yeah, there's this next step of boss where, you know, and both those fights, it's deep enough in that you're not going to have Beast Gohan's intro up unless, like, you know, certain circumstances would have hit or something like that. So, with that, I'm comfortable putting the Family Kamehameha LR ahead of him. But, I mean, even still 6-7 months out, he's ridiculously uber broken. So we could expect that, you know, next year, the 10th anniversary LRs, I mean, we'll still be sitting there in Tanabata and Worldwide next year, and the 10th anniversary LRs are going to be that crazy. So, I mean, if you're a global player, like, walking out of this Worldwide download celebration, saving for anniversary is, you know, definitely an intriguing idea. A lot of people were actually saying that they think that, you know, players should just skip even this Worldwide as well. And the reason that was something that people said is that the Worldwide download celebration characters always return on anniversary. So historically for global, these characters took forever to return because they come back during anniversary, which for global is in July. But now it's, you know, anniversary is going to be in January for global. So like Broly, well, it's we don't know. It depends on the format of the anniversary, but I'm going to assume it'll be Dokkan Fest plus Carnival, since that's the more successful format. So I feel like they're probably going to do that. So that means one of Broly or Goku, Gohan, and Trunks, and then one of the LR Tech Broly or the STR Carnival Gohan. One of each will show up in at the end of January, and then the other two will show up in the middle of February when the Part 2 LR banner drops. But yeah, I mean, that's, damn. It's going to be crazy to think about. Like, imagine a Carnival banner, and then it's got, like, STR Gohan on it, and, like, Gogeta's on it and shit. It's going to be so crazy. The Gammas are a character that I certainly haven't used as much for quite a while. I mean, the Gammas are still effective. I think Dokkan is doing this, well, not really new thing, but this thing with power creeping characters. You know, standbys and domains. The thing about standbys and domains is a lot of them, you know, can't overlap with each other. So, like, that's going to be, like, just, you know, the next character that has the strongest domain, we're going to give him priority. So then, like, Int Broly wouldn't be as effective, or STR Future Gohan wouldn't be as effective, or something like that. You know, domains and standbys are like that. Now, we, of course, could get characters that have different types of standbys, like STR Dragon Fist, or the GT Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, but for the most part, so many of these standbys just, you know, it's like the Gammas are down on the pecking order. You know, like, we look at the Goku, Gohan, and Trunks team, we have STR Gohan, the Family Kamehameha, we have Goku, Gohan, and Trunks, we have LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku, we have Gamma 1 and 2. Like, we gotta pick between them for it, so it gets really crazy. But anyway, that was me rambling on during an EZA video. I'll get these boys EZA'd, we'll jump into some events, and let's see how good Trunks and Goten and these EZA characters are.